Joint Sand Stabilizer Sealer is an excellent option for joint stabilization, especially when circumstances make it impractical to use other binding jointing sands. One of the key benefits of using a joint sand stabilizer sealer is that you can combine the operation of sand stabilization with the sealing of the paver surface for increased color enhancement. Joint Sand Stabilizer Sealer can also be used in retrofit applications, or when a particular sand is specified for the paver or slab joints. Unilock sells several water-based joint sand stabilizer sealers. The installation method for these sealers is actually quite simple. You will need the following tools for applying joint sand stabilizing sealer: a foam roller, a fine bristle broom, and a coarse bristle broom for cleanup, a high-powered leaf blower, safety glasses, a pump-up type weed sprayer or a sprinkle watering can, a squeegee, and a water hose for equipment cleanup. A few things to remember are: always compact the surface of the installation first before putting in any sand into the joints. We always recommend a protective pad at the bottom of the compactor. The surface must also be free of dirt, stains, moisture, or efflorescence prior to application. Clean with Unilock efflorescence remover if necessary. Here's how to apply Joint Sand Stabilizer Sealer. Step 1. Spread dry joint sand onto the surface. Use a medium bristle broom to move and work the sand into the joints. Sharp, angular sand is the best. Once the sand is in the joints, clear the surface entirely and make one pass with a compactor to remove any air pockets in the joints. Notice how the sand in the joint has settled somewhat. Apply some more jointing sand to ensure that all the joints are filled up to within 1/8 of an inch of surface. Carefully sweep the entire surface clean so that there is no sand or visible dust remaining on the surface. A leaf blower is ideal for this. Be sure not to blow out the sand. This is an important procedure so that you do not permanently seal any of the sand onto the surface. Step 2. Using a pump-up type weed sprayer or a sprinkle watering can, liberally apply the sealant to the joints. Watch for the sealer to puddle over the sand joint. This may vary according to the joint width and depth. We recommend that you work in 200 square foot increments so that the sealer does not dry before you have had a chance to squeegee the surface. Step 3. Using a foam roller, move the excess sealer over the surface while forcing the sealant into the joints at the same time. When possible, roll at a 45-degree angle to the joints. When using Joint Sand Stabilizer Sealer on surfaces with a clefted design, like ribbonstone, we recommend that you use a sponge mop to collect any excess sealer out of the depressions. Also, be sure not to mop the actual joints, which will pull up sand onto the surface and stay there. The process is complete once all the surfaces have been coated. It's that easy. Once the surface is entirely completed, we recommend that you wait 2 hours before walking on the surface and 24 hours before driving on it. Finally, we recommend that you log on to www.unilock.com to learn more about which sealers work best with which Unilock products.